Charles signs arrest warrant for Meghan if she shows up at London airport for the coronation. Only Harry can attend. Hello friends, welcome to Breaking Royal News about the notorious hypocritical couple Harry and Meghan Markle on our Kate Middleton and the Queen News version 2 channel. According to reports last night, Prince Harry may be flown in and out of Britain quickly for a 48-hour appearance at King Charles's coronation without his wife Meghan. One prevalent hypothesis, called Harry in a rush, contends that while Meghan stays behind in California to celebrate Archie's 4th birthday, Harry will fly in to attend the celebration on May 6th for just a few minutes. Meghan also did not attend Prince Philip's funeral, if I remember correctly. This time she'll either stay home or come dressed in full fig, kids included, dressed like little Lord Fauntleroy. And is there a little Lady Fauntleroy? So sad. Under normal conditions, Harry and his family would attend happily. Children would play with their young cousins, and a good time would be had by all. But no, poor pouting Harry had to dredge up or make up every little slight he's ever experienced or imagined for public consumption. He's burned his bridges royally. It is because of this that royal fans have vehemently opposed the appearance of Harry or any member of his family at King Charles's coronation. And, of course, Charles has also been fiercely criticized for begging his son to join this country's event. One insider expressed disappointment. Charles needs to grow a backbone and think of his subjects that don't want either of them here. It's up to him if he's prepared to put up with his comments, but he has no right to indicate we are a racist nation. Yes, there might be some in this country, but not everyone. The coronation is a national and constitutional event, not a private party. As Harry has returned his back on the nation and criticized almost everything else that is part of royal life, he's not welcome. If he wants to see his father crowned, let him watch, discreetly, from behind a pillar. Charles needs to listen to us and not let him come, as we don't want him there. He is not royal. It's not fair on William to have him be near him either, so it's a big no. And what the whisked, I mean who is paying for the first-class flight, or the eco-man, or perhaps one of his Hollywood friends' private jets. It was suggested that Harry might accept the invitation if he was given a prominent pew, and an undertaking that Harry would not lose his royal titles. Harry has stated quite clearly that all his family has to make a full apology to Meghan and admit they treated her badly before he will accept an invitation. Odd how Harry clings to all the trappings of royalty, but at the same time wants to destroy the monarchy and rebuild it in his Hollywood image with Meghan as queen. In short, after what Harry has done and said, he should not be there. Charles should not use a public ceremony to smooth over the rift with his out-of-control son, which will not work anyway, and all the attention would be on the spare. If Charles does not realize this, he's not very bright. If there was ever a reason for not watching the coronation on TV, then Harry is the reason. He has walked all over the royal family, and they will condone it by inviting him to the coronation. No, no, and no again. Switch off and refuse to watch. The royal family will be the laughingstock of the world. One thing that everyone wonders about this is what position is Harry in to demand front row seats and keep his titles after what he's done to his family. His title of prince is by birth, so hard to officially take that away, but the rest, including Meghan's, can be if Charles so wished. Of course, Charles wants his son there, but since he got with Meghan, he can't be trusted, and attending such an event could mean spare too. One thing to invite Harry, and I think he should be invited, and it should be a very public invite. But negotiating with him regarding seating and security, certainly titles, is absurd, and I doubt it will sit well with the public. Now, we won't know whether his seating was negotiated or whether that is where he wanted to be seated anyway. I don't think he should be seated with the working royals, but instead the same way as at the Jubilee. Finally, a common sense comment. If Harry attends, treat him with icy courtesy throughout. No booing, no rudeness, no signs. Just a cool courtesy. He can be properly addressed as Sir by those who have to speak to him. Give him no grounds for new complaints, and as it will all be televised, the public will see that he's being fairly treated, if not warmly welcomed. According to one source, Harry and Meghan were both reportedly invited to the event yesterday, but it is still unknown if they will attend in the wake of Harry's candid memoir about royal infighting. The news story followed the Mail on Sunday disclosure from the previous week that the Archbishop of Canterbury had been involved in conversations over the couple's invitation to the 90-minute service. It was proposed that if they were given a prominent pew and a guarantee that Harry would retain his royal titles, they may accept the offer. According to sources close to the organizers, Charles's request for a scaled-down and diverse coronation has proven to be a nightmare for those scrambling to finish the plans in time. From the 8,000 persons that attended the coronation of Queen Elizabeth in 1953, the Queen has reduced the guest list for the event to a little over 2,000. But he has also cut the planning period in half, from the 16 months it took to be ready for his mother's funeral. According to government sources, the decision about how many peers, legislators, diplomats, and bishops would be invited will need to be made within the next several weeks. They nearly all passed the test 70 years ago. The 8,000-strong list could only be completed, the king was told, because a number of temporary buildings had been erected in the abbey. Repeating the process would be dangerous for the 900-year-old edifice and take too long. Using the considerably bigger St. Paul's Cathedral is an option. It would go against tradition and serve as an unwelcome reminder of Charles's marriage to Princess Diana. According to some experts, the neighboring Westminster Hall may be utilized as an overflow location, similar to how some weddings are attended by guests who watch on screens. Having to drastically reduce the guest list while also broadening it is proving to be a complete disaster, according to a source. There are now 807 members of the hereditary nobility, 741 members of the Privy Council, over 100 bishops, as well as heads of state and diplomats from all around the world. These guests were also featured on the guest list in 1953. They all brought their spouses back then, 70 years ago. To meet the diversity criteria, space would also need to be made available for clergy from other religions in addition to the bishops. Westminster Abbey is not what we need, according to one person engaged in the project, but rather Wembley Stadium. It would have made more sense to schedule the coronation in the fall, but Charles was eager to get started, according to a source. Do you think the fact that Harry appeared alone at Charles's coronation would reduce the risk to the royal family more than the appearance of Meghan? Let us know your thoughts below in the comment section. We hope you found this video helpful. Don't forget to leave a like, share, and subscribe to the channel if you like it. Thank you for watching this newsletter. See you in the next videos. Goodbye.